How are we doing? Every time I do one of these Periscopes, I never frame it properly beforehand because you can't see what everyone's going to see really beforehand because it kind of zooms the video in. That's a bit better. That's a little bit better. I keep saying I'm going to change this poster as well. I haven't changed it for one of these Periscopes this week. But how's everybody doing? I'm just going to wait a few minutes for people to log on and join us. It's Friday night here in the UK. It's 10 past 10. I've got my coffee. I shouldn't even be drinking coffee at this time of night. That's pretty bad. But I've been recording some more podcasts tonight for my upcoming mindset course that I'm bringing out in, well, hopefully about 3 weeks' time. If you are an actor and you're following me, I'm an actor. My name's Ross, for those who don't know me. And for the past kind of 8, 9, 10 years, I've been absolutely obsessed with mindset, productivity, positive psychology, and really kind of success, I guess. What makes people successful and the difference between what makes people kind of like a little bit successful and then massively successful. And I'm bringing out, Vishal, thanks for joining us. I'm bringing out a mindset course in a few weeks' time, which is kind of a culmination of all of this study over the years. How are we doing, Vishal? You all right? It's a combination of all this study over the years that I've done and things that I've applied to my life, things that I've had, you know, kind of passed down to me from other mentors and things that I've got that really helped me in my career and my life to kind of get out of ruts that I've been in my life in previous years and really kind of transform my life, career, so that I just live a much happier and more fulfilled existence now. Tonight, I want to talk about one thing that I've just been talking about on a podcast I've just been recording with a top LA health and mindset coach, a guy called Mark Dharma. He's one of my mentors. And the thing that I want to talk about is mentors, really, and the people that you have in your life. There's a huge correlation between the people you hang around with and the kind of success that you're going to have in life. Jim Rohn, an awesome, one of the biggest thought leaders in the world he was, said that you are the average of the 5 people that you spend the most time with. And you really, really are. You know, Mark said to me tonight, he said, you know, you hang out with 4 broke people and you will be the 5th. You know, but equally, you hang out with 4 successful people, you will be the 5th. So I want to kind of bring that up for people tonight as we go into the weekend and you know, kind of get people to question who it is that they are spending time with and whether the people they are spending time with. Another mentor of mine, a guy called Dean Graziosi, awesome business mentor, says that people are either one of 2 things. They're either battery chargers or they're battery drainers. So who do you have in your life who you spend a lot of time with? And you'll have various people who you hang out with and they will really charge up your batteries. So you'll go to them and then you'll have a coffee with them or whatever, and within half an hour you're going to feel amazing. You're going to be like, wow, you know, this person just gives off this amazing energy and I feel charged when I'm around them. Equally, I mean, let me know. You'll have people around you, don't mention any names, but let me know if you relate to this. Give me some hearts if you relate to this. You can tap the screen. For those new to Periscope, tap the screen, give us some hearts to let us know that you relate to this and understand what I'm saying. But yeah, you'll have people in your life as well that when you kind of spend time with them, they probably drain you. And they're the people who, when you ask them, hey, how's it going? They probably never give you a positive response. They're probably always like, oh, they'll answer with something that's at best neutral. They go, not bad. And so they're like, well, what's not bad? And that's because the self-talk that they have and the talk that they kind of give themselves is generally pretty negative as well. They can label things differently. So rather than saying things like, you know, oh, I'm feeling really overwhelmed, why don't you change that up a little bit and go, actually, you know what, I'm feeling blessed with opportunity right now. It's just a more positive way of putting something across. It's going to make you feel better about the situation that you're in. So the people that you hang around with, I'd say there's 4 main, well, you know, the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with, basically. And think about who those people are in your life and whether they are charging your batteries or whether they are draining your batteries. There's been studies done. I've got a study here. Mark told me to check this out. Let me just get my iPad up and just tell you a few statistics on this because it's pretty fascinating if you like stats and you're a bit of a geek and you want some proof. So studies have been done connected with health and happiness to this as well. And drinking and smoking, for instance, okay, they discovered, you know, appears to kind of spread socially. So if you're hanging around with people who drink and smoke, then you are actually statistically 36% more likely to drink and smoke yourself. Okay, but likewise, if you hang around with people who don't, then you are more likely not to. It's the same with happiness and fulfillment in your life as well. And this spreads not just to those immediate people, but those 5 people you're with. It also spreads to friends of friends of friends. So it's like 3 levels deep. Finally, Nina, here you go, you're here. Nina, we're talking about people you hang out with, basically, and that you are the average of those 5 people that you hang out with. So if you're going to hang out with negative people, you've got more chance of having negativity, I guess, in your life. But it spreads not just to those immediate 5, but to their friends and their friends of their friends. So this is how social networks sometimes, God, guys, I mean, I will read Facebook, my Facebook page, and I've probably got, I don't know, in my circle of friends, I must have 500 connections on Facebook, but I probably really only see 12 of those people on a regular basis. So 400 and odd, the majority of them, I don't even generally really know these people, but I'll be friends of them and friends of their friends. I'll see their friends of friends posts on my Facebook stream as well. And there's generally kind of like clusters, I find, groups of people who are always complaining. And equally, there's groups of people, clusters elsewhere, who are always kind of doing stuff that's really cool and interesting and getting stuff done, and they're talking about great experiences they're having in life. Whilst these guys over here in this cluster are talking about what's going wrong in their life, or politically what they don't like, what they're seeing in the world that they don't like, and everything's just woe me, and it's really kind of down and negative. So check that out as well. The people who you are friends with on Facebook, I might end up doing a bit of a cull and go, I don't want to see this stuff on my timeline anymore, because that can drain my batteries. Those things I was saying before about battery chargers, battery drainers. I think it can happen not just in person as well, but through social networks as well. So be careful with the people that you're friending on social networks. I'm going to be a little bit more kind of scrupulous moving forward to vet people a bit better, I think. But it also comes down to mentors as well. So as I was saying before, mentors. Mark was talking to me about mentors tonight. Mark is a super successful health and well-being mindset coach in LA. He coaches massive, celebrities, actors, singers, entrepreneurs. And people would look at him and go, Mark, you're really successful. He lives in a $21 million house in the Beverly Hills, a place called Runyon Canyon in Hollywood. Awesome place. So you'd look at him now and you go, he doesn't need any coaching. That guy doesn't need to hang around with any more successful people. He's really successful. He doesn't need to be mentored by people. But Mark still actively goes out and searches for people more successful than him. The motto you've probably heard is, if you are the most successful person in the room, you're in the wrong room. And I kind of live by that as well. A few years ago in my acting career, I started really actively searching out people who were much more successful than me, so I could learn from them and just go straight to the source. I didn't have to go through all the work that they'd done. I could just learn directly from them. So if you are the most successful person in the room, you're in the wrong room. And Mark, although he's super successful, he said tonight on this podcast I was recording with him, he spent already this year about $50,000-$60,000 in coaching, in terms of him going to other people and paying them to coach him, to hold him accountable, and to kind of mentor him and help him out. So even when he's super successful, he's still going for that. And I was like, well, Mark, a lot of people, won't have that kind of money. What can you do if you don't have that kind of money? And this is something that, again, that I did a few years ago. Really what you should do, guys, if you don't have the money to pay, for this kind of coaching from people, is just look at how you can be in service to them. Hi, Alwafi Alashib. I'm terrible with names. Can't write your name in block capitals. Not your username, because people's usernames are very different to their real names. And let me say hi to people properly. But yeah, Vishal's back. What was I saying? Yeah, if you can't afford mentors and you can't afford to spend money on stuff, there's 2 easy ways to sort this out, guys, right? One, look at how you can be in service to other people. So what I did a few years ago is I really need to learn about the casting industry within the acting industry. So casting directors, I want to know really what they're looking for before I go and audition, so that I'm not guessing what they're looking for, because as actors we're not really kind of taught that stuff at drama school. We're taught just to go in and act and do a good performance. We're not really taught the other things that casting directors are looking for from us. So I'd look online, because I'm a bit of a geek, and I look for casting directors in the local area in Manchester, here where I live in the UK, and looked for ones who didn't have a website, because I am a bit of a geek and can do websites, and I got in touch with Michael Jackson, not the Michael Jackson, at Beverly Keogh Casting. I think Michael's one of my followers on Periscope, so you might be watching, Michael. Maybe you're not, it's Friday night. You'll probably be out having loads of fun. But yeah, and was like, you know, I want to learn more about casting, so let me do your website and I'll do you this, but in exchange I want to come in and I want to work with you. And he let me work with him in the commercial side of casting, and then I went over to the drama side of casting. I learned so much within those years that I worked with those guys. Through being in service initially for free, but then obviously I was even getting paid for the stuff that I was doing with them. And it just really enabled me to learn more from these guys as mentors of mine, to go, well, this is what we're looking for, this is how casting works, come and read in at auditions. And it totally changed the way that I looked at the industry. From there, I went and saw acting mentors myself, in terms of acting classes. I've got mentors who teach me in business, mentors for physicality at the gym. And I don't pay all of them. A lot of them have either become friends now and we hold each other accountable, or I offered them things in exchange that didn't cost me, but maybe I exchanged skills that I have or time. One other way to get mentors as well is, if you are interested in the mindset course that I'm doing, if you're an actor, there's a private Facebook group that I've got for this course. It's called Bulletproof Actor, Unstoppable Confidence, Infinite Success, and it's basically a 5-module course that takes you through lots and lots of strategies and an entire course really of how you can not just almost rewrite your history, but honestly guys, like 10 times your confidence in yourself. Think what more you could do in this world, how more you could impact it if you had maybe twice the confidence you've got now, 3 times the confidence that you've got now. This course, I promise you, will give you 10 times the confidence that you've got now if you go through the course and complete it. So it's called Bulletproof Actor. If you want an invite to that, by the way, it's going to be invite only for now. You go to bulletproofactor.com and just leave your email address, and you'll get an invite through email. You'll also, if you do that, get an invite to our private Facebook group. If you want to go and just request membership to that directly, you can go to facebook.com/groups/bulletproof actor. And there are dozens of actors in there at the moment, and the group's going to grow and grow and grow. And I want people to buddy up and go, well, you know what, we're going to work through this course together, and we're going to hold each other accountable, for the work that we do in there, and we'll mentor each other, which can be really, really helpful, and that's not going to cost anybody anything, and people can learn from each other. So that's another great way for you to kind of have an accountability coach and be held accountable and want to impress somebody and stick to deadlines. It's really, really important. So check that out, facebook.com/groups/bulletproof actor. So that's really kind of just the thoughts that I wanted to put out there. I know I've kind of waffled and garbled on for a bit, but really just want people to think about the people that they're surrounding themselves with this weekend. As you go to the weekend, go, right, I've got 2 options. I can either go and hang out with the people that I'm hanging out with normally all the time, and whether they're going to charge or drain my batteries, I don't know, it's different in each case. Or you can start consciously looking for people and searching people out who are more successful than you, who have got what you want, who've done what you want to do. And rather than have to go through all that slog on your own, you can go to these people and learn directly from the source, either by paying them if they offer that service and you've got the money to do that, but if not, offer them something of value that you can give them in exchange for that time. It's super, super successful if you you can be super, super successful if you do that and can go about it in that way. It doesn't mean, I don't want people to think that I'm saying ditch your mates, because that is not the case. Okay, what generally happens, unfortunately, and this is a bit of an unfortunate process, as you become more successful and you become more fulfilled and you become happy and you become that battery charger for other people as opposed to the battery drainer, then you will attract other like-minded people to your group and your cluster. And you'll find that, unfortunately, just naturally, those battery drainers from your group eject themselves. You don't have to say, I don't want to hang around with you anymore, or I'm not going to be your mate anymore. Of course you're going to be their friend, you'll always be there for them if you need them, but you will find that people just naturally in your life do kind of eject themselves from your group when you start searching out more successful people and you start having more success yourself. Because unfortunately, these people who aren't having that success, they don't want to be around people sometimes who have it, because it reminds them that they don't have it, which is really, really sad, because we would all help those people who don't have it, and that's brilliant when you can become a mentor yourself for other people. But yeah, just have a think this weekend about who you're hanging out with, who your closest 5 people are that you're spending time with, and whether there are you know, higher quality kind of people that you can seek out in terms of helping you get further in your career, or you know, whatever area of your life you want to master. And think about that. It's Friday night. I've scoped, I think, every night this week, which is pretty cool. I'm gonna try and commit to this, as I say, for 30 days. I think I've done 5 or 6 days so far. I'm going to continue over the weekend if I can, and then we will continue into next week. If you are enjoying these scopes and you're on this scope live now, you can, if you're on your iPhone, swipe left to right. It was Nina Gold. I wish Nina Gold was my best friend. Well, go and, I know, do you know what, Nina? I know Nina Gold is really big into yoga, and she does yoga classes in central London. Why don't you try and track down one of the yoga classes that Nina Gold hangs out at? Go and enroll. Maybe you can become a best friend. You've got to think outside the box a little bit sometimes. But yeah, there's no reason why you can't approach people who are in authority. A lot of actors are super like paranoid about reaching out to casting directors, like they're a nuisance or something, going, oh, well, why would they want to talk to me, or you know, why would I do this, or why would I do that? They wouldn't want to, you know, they've got far better people to hang out with. And they might be in this situation where they're like, you know what, I'm successful, but the people I hang around with, they're not battery, they're not, oh, you do body combat, introduce us to that, yeah, definitely, good idea, Nina. But these people might need more battery chargers in their life, and if you are a battery charger and you can bring something to the table, and be of service, then why wouldn't they want to spend time with you? Just because they do a job doesn't mean, you know, they're different to everybody else. People just want to be fulfilled and happy in their lives, and you can't do that without hanging out with people who are fulfilled and happy in their lives. You know, like does kind of attract like, and if you're really happy, you generally repel the people who aren't. So go and hunt Nina Gold out. I've heard she's lovely. I've never met her. I'm trying to get Robert Stern, who works with Nina Gold, to do a podcast with me on Act on This. So I'm working on it. Fingers crossed. I'll be able to do that, and then if I meet her, I will say you should be mates with my mate Nina, because she's dead positive. Nina, I listened to your voice reel today, by the way. Haven't you got such a youthful sounding voice? I was like, wow, Nina sounds like she's in her 20s. It's really nice reel as well. One thing I would say is you've got the pieces quite separate because of the way that Spotlight works. What you should do to just show a little bit more, because you're quite dynamic, you should show that a little bit more, is create a montage reel of those 4 or 5 pieces that you've got on your Spotlight, and then just upload that one as well, so people within 30 seconds can hear 5 seconds or 8-10 seconds of each clip that you've got in quick succession, so that they don't have to click from one to the next to the next. People can get a really nice kind of rounded view of you then, which is pretty cool. So do that. If anyone else wants me, Shelley, I know I don't know, I've not seen you join this live tonight, Shelley Atten. If you're watching this on a replay, I will listen to your voice reel as well. If people want, I've been doing voiceovers for 11 years. I'm pretty successful, thankfully, in the voiceover industry. And I run a voiceover training company in Manchester and London called VO Focus. So go to vofocus.com if you want to find out anything about voiceover, enroll for workshops. Oh, low battery. Let's just close that down. If you want to enroll, on workshops or get your voice reel done, I work in partnership with one of the biggest voiceover agencies in the UK called the Voiceover Gallery. Then check out vofocus.com for that. But if you want to tweet me your voice reel for me to check out and critique for you, I'm really happy to do that. I've listened to thousands over the years. I love listening to people's voice reels. You can tweet me. It's at Ross A. Grant. So tweet me. Like I say, Shelley, I saw your tweet and I will listen to your reel after this, and I'll drop you some feedback probably on the next Periscope, or I'll just drop you a tweet. But I can't really write very much in a tweet, so it'd probably be better doing it on this. But yeah, do that, Nina. Create a montage reel. And what else was I saying? It's kind of about it. Yeah, just think about the people you surround yourself with, guys. As simple as that. And seek out more successful people in your life, mentors who can help you and hold you accountable. And that's about it for now. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, give us some hearts. I love seeing the hearts. Let's see what colours we got tonight. We got blue. Can we get any other colours? Green. Hit me with some more blue. Green. Yellow. No. Oh, that was the book. Green, blue. Green and blue. I'm happy with that. That's awesome. But thanks for listening. Yeah, subscribe. If you're on iPhone, swipe left to right, and you can follow me. If you're on Android, I think you swipe top to bottom, and you can follow us there. I'm going to scope nightly at 10 p.m. in the UK, so that'll be a different time, obviously, depending on where you are in the world. But I'm going to try and do this for 30 days and see. Nosy Parker's joined. Nosy, you joined just at the end of the Periscope, man. Where have you been? Let me know. You better have a good excuse why you've not why you've not been here earlier. But you can watch the replay. It's fine. If you want to watch any replays from these Periscopes as well, guys, go to Act on This. Why only for 30 days? It's just initially, just as a little, this was a goal. I'm big on goal setting, Vishal, so I set myself a goal a couple of weeks ago to say, right, this is a new social media platform for me. I've never used it before. I don't know how kind of successful it will be for me if I can use it in my career or the websites that I run, in my business. So I thought, right, well, I'll do it for 30 days and I'll see what the response is like. There's 3 businesses that I run. I run an acting community for actors from anywhere in the world called Act on This, the TV Actors Network, and I interview famous actors and directors and agents and all sorts of people from the industry. I run a voiceover site I was just talking about a minute ago called VOfocus.com, and I run a new site that's going to launch called BulletproofActor.com, which is going to be all about mindset for actors. So a lot of these scopes that I'm doing are on mindset and things that we can do in our lives to enable us to get further faster, little hacks, help our productivity out, help our mindset, help us stay positive, focused, stick to our goals. So one of my goals was to do a Periscope broadcast every day for 30 days to see how this works out. I might then carry on, do it every day forever, well, for as long as I can, or I might go, right, we're going to do it 3 times a week or 2 times a week, or I'll broadcast on a Monday evening or just whatever. But I thought I'll just give it consistency for 30 days and see how it fares. If you want to watch any of the previous Periscopes that I've done about 5 or 6 so far, go to actonthis.tv and then click on Periscope in the menu, and you can watch all of them. I've uploaded them to YouTube, so you can catch them, but I'll put them on the site there. So awesome, guys, thanks so much. Have an amazing weekend. It's Saturday night tomorrow night when I'll be on, but hopefully I'll still come on. You are great. Enjoy the Mindset Talks. Well, you are great as well, Vishal, so thanks for watching. If you weren't here, I'd have no one to do it to. Well, I'd have a few other people, but not loads. So yeah, thanks for coming in. But yeah, have a great weekend, guys. I'll be back on tomorrow night. Don't know what I'm going to talk about yet. I'm going to edit this podcast I just recorded with Mark, and there's so much stuff in there. He gave us 5 strategies that will ensure that you stay motivated. They're brilliant strategies. Mentors were just one of them, so I'll share a bit more. And if you're a part of the Bulletproof Actor Facebook group, facebook.com/groups/Bulletproof Actor, request membership there. I'm probably going to upload a preview of that podcast, because it's going to be the full podcast will be an exclusive for people who enroll on the Bulletproof Actor course, which is a full-on course. So you'll get the full version it's about an hour and 10 minutes long if you buy that course. But I will put previews up beforehand. So have a fantastic weekend, guys. Thanks so much for watching again. I'll put this replay up for those of you who missed it. And like I say, if you want to tweet me anything, @RossAGrant. Until tomorrow, have an amazing night wherever you are, day, whatever, and I'll catch up with you tomorrow night as well. Bye for now.